Hi guys, it's Ray. So I am at the point of, I'm going to start putting together my junk journaling mystery kits. I'm going to start by sorting into a pink, a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And then see how many kits I get from each color set. I think the kits are going to be somewhere between 75 and 100 pieces. I haven't exactly figured it out yet. I have much less for some colors than other colors. So, but I still have a ton of stuff to sort through. I'm going to put the kits together in 6x9 manila envelopes because these can also be used right into the kit itself. So I figured rather than disposable packaging, this would be a better way to go. So that is how those are going to get bagged up. But I've done like an initial sort of the things that have come in that are full packages. And I actually ended up with like 2 of some things. So like this is what I have pulled for yellow so far. So what I'm going to do first is, this is a bin of cards and envelopes. A card and an envelope will count as 2 separate things. They might not all get cards, they might not all get envelopes. But I have things like receipt books in here that are old. I have torn pieces of a book page. I have some like decorative paper in assorted sizes. So those things will get sorted through. This entire bin is more stickers and small papers and things that need to get sorted by color or to fill in where I need more things. I do have some empty bins that I'm going to use to sort into. I haven't opened these yet, so I have to get sorted through these because a lot of this is card stuff. I have blank coloring pages, which I'm going to include just because you don't actually have to color them, but they could be just added texture or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start by setting each color up for its own bin. I don't think I have enough bins though, unfortunately. So like this little one's going to be one of the colors that I don't have as much for. So maybe the red. But this way I can kind of line up the bins and just kind of, I think I might actually put the orange in the smaller bin for now. And then we're going to find something to put the purple in. But like the green, I'm going to have a lot for. So I'm thinking some of the smaller colors are only going to get like 5 kits. And the bigger colors will get like 10 or whatever. And then I'll do probably some more random kits. But like this little flip book was blue themed. So that whole book can go right in the blue. I figure if I line them up, it'll be easier for me to do a sort. And I guess I'll just put the purple in this box for now. I had a whole bunch of empty photo boxes and I got rid of them. And now I wish I'd kept a couple of them, because that would be better. But so a lot of these flip books I can probably pull some color for. And I do have, like I said, a ton of paper to go through. I'm going to do somewhat of a sort. I have my orange and my yellow backwards. I mean, like, some things are going to get mixed between two colors as I get more into the process. When I come across this type of packaging, I'm keeping it for my own personal stash. So I still have a little bit more in this box to go through, but I really just pared it down a lot. So, I'm not going to sort these in. That I'll just like grab one and go. Same with like this. I don't know what I just knocked over. Like the receipt books, everyone's probably going to get one of those. I have some like cutoffs from the book. I feel like the paper stuff, when I get to making each individual color, is going to be the best time for that, as well as the cards. So I'm going to probably just go ahead and start with like the pink, something I have less of, just to give myself a better idea of how this whole process is going to work as I sort. Because I admit I'm a little overwhelmed right this minute. I was expecting to feel overwhelmed, but there's a lot of pink stuff in here and in here that I need to get through. So I'm probably going to open these up next and give them a sort. So I have everything sorted out. I'm almost ready to start putting kits together. I did just knock my pink kit off the edge of the table. It landed face up. So hopefully like maybe only 10 things popped out of the bucket. I totally forgot though that I had gotten, or I had a Collier's encyclopedia from sometime in the 50s that I was going to use. And I had like the kids dictionary that I wanted to put pages from in, and a regular dictionary. And then I also had a whole bunch of like patterns, you know, like sewing patterns. So I tore those into pieces. I am folding I folded the kids dictionary pages because they're too big to fit in my envelopes. I don't know about the regular dictionary pages. They will fit as is, thankfully. So I don't need to sit here and fold this up. And right now I am sitting here folding the Collier's encyclopedia pages. And once I get this done, I will be back and we will do up some kits finally, because I really need to use this table for some other stuff. So whether I can get through all of my colors today or not is beyond me. I did start while I was sorting a bucket for, it's like blacks, grays, and like browns, more neutral things. So I did start sorting those out as well after I emptied the bucket. I was sort of thinking about keeping these not in the things, because I'm going to have to mark the outsides of the envelopes somehow, what color palette they are. So I was almost thinking I could just write the color on one side and then you could still use the other side, or just draw a little line of the color in them, something. That way I'm not writing on the envelope, because I want the envelopes to be clean, but I do need to mark them somehow, so once they're wrapped up and sorted, I know what color is what when I have to pull one for shipping. I mean, hopefully pull them for shipping, because that's the goal here, right? Okay, so I have all of my papers laid out to sort, and I have my bin for my pinks, and I feel like I'm just going to start with 5. I don't want to overwhelm myself, so I'm just going to start relatively small. You know what, let's do 6, because 6 will sit nicely on the table. So I'm going to start with my bigger book pages, and somehow I'm going to keep count as I go. Yeah, right. And I'm just going to put one piece of craft paper in each one. I feel like craft is so readily available that doing an excess of it is just not necessary. I'm going to do some just solid cardstock pieces. Okay, that's 8. And then I have a bunch of assorted patterned cardstocks. I'm just going to put, they're double parted, but I'm just going to count it as one. So I'm going to see how many of these larger items I have. Okay, so that's 5 more on each. So I'm at 95. So I'm kind of like, do I push and get to 100? Like, it would make more sense, right? And then hope it all fits in the envelope. Now, I think we're just going to call it a 90-piece set and, like, be done with it. And I do think that's a great value. So the fun part's going to be seeing if I can get it in the envelope. Some of these cardstock pieces may be too wide. And if they are, I'm going to have to trim them down a little bit. And I certainly don't want to mix any bits up. And I'm just going to include all of it, even the trimmed pieces, in there. So a minimum of 90 pieces across a wide variety of stuff, which I think is nice. Let me grab a pack of markers. Grab a pretty pink. And it'll show through the back, so I don't even have to color the back, so perfect. And then I have a bunch of random stickers. I'm just going to tuck them into the twine or whatever it is, and this is how your package will arrive. But this is how this will come. So I'm gonna get through these. I'm gonna get these 2 videos edited because I still don't have the confetti one up yet. But as soon as I'm ready to drop the links on Etsy, I'm gonna release the 2 videos, like day 1, day 2, and then day 3. They will come up on Etsy if you want to get yours. These will be limited edition kits. I may start accumulating stuff for more kits. We'll see how these do. But this is going to be pink round 1. 90 pieces is a great, like, there's almost enough in here to do a full junk journal if you wanted to, and add some of your own stuff. So I'm going to get to taking pictures of these. I'm going to work my way through hopefully 3 more colors today. So I decided to work a little smarter, not harder. It took me forever to put those 6 pink kits together. So I made a core list of what every single package is getting. And I am working in groups of 10. Because that's basically what I can fit on my table at once. It's the stuff that's going to be different kit to kit, but not vary in what it is. So I have been doing it this way, and I've gotten quite a few done. I still have a ton to go. I'm kind of hoping I can at least get all of the envelopes filled to this point, and then move on to color stuffing them. So like I'll get 3 of these. And some of them may have a little bit more, but these 20 pieces will be the same across every one. But in the time it took me to do just the 6 pink sets, and obviously there's a long ways to go for these to be finished. I've done a ton of this to this point. So, I don't know, this is 30 or 40 of these. And I'm going to clean up, fold some more pages, and move on to the next batch. But again, this should just make my life so much simpler. And this is heavy.